Hello. Today is day 2 of my Inktober / Aspectober series. Today's arcane element is Aqua. And so basically what you just saw was my sketchbook where I brainstorm my Inktober ideas for character designing. I usually don't do too many sketches beforehand because I come up with the idea pretty quickly, but I definitely use references for poses and I test them out and see if they exhibit the type of mood and behavior of the character that I want, like the personality. And also in terms of costume designing, I look at a lot of saved images that I have on my Instagram that really appeal to me in terms of character design. And also I like to draw inspiration from games or like anything in nature that just is super aesthetic to me. So for Aqua, today's Inktober drawing, I drew inspiration from corals, like the corals in the ocean. I also wanted to incorporate some kind of chiffon or like see-through, really elegant type of cloth, and you can see this through her dress. I just really wanted to use that to display some sort of like calmness and elegance through this character, and I think I achieved that. Yeah, I think I worked. But in terms of what I want to talk about today is actually about my goals for Inktober and also my struggles that I had in the previous Inktobers, because in my previous Inktobers I struggled a lot with pacing, and also I mostly use black and white ink. So definitely what I want to do this Inktober is like get my shit together. Honestly, I'm planning to do a lot of the sketching and the brainstorming ahead of time. There's no shame in doing this. If anything, I recommend that everybody doing Inktober should do this. Like whenever you have time, you can sketch in your sketchbook like, okay, I think this is how I want my drawing to be or to look like for day 4 or whatever, and then you draw it on the actual paper, but you don't ink it until the day of, or if you want to ink it beforehand, that's okay too. But what matters to me at least is getting the post out every day for 31 days on time, because my previous Inktober's I always finished the 31 days, but I never finished it within October. I always bled into November, and it always left a bad taste in my mouth. So that's what I'm going to be trying to improve on this Inktober. Also, in general, my previous Inktober's I definitely stuck to what I was comfortable in, which was headshots and waist ups, because I am not that comfortable with drawing legs and specifically feet. It's not that I'm not comfortable, it's just they're not as easy to me as drawing waist up. So this year I'm definitely trying to incorporate doing that into all of the drawings, and also improving my character designing skills, because whenever I draw characters, they always just look so basic with the features of the character or the clothing of the character, especially the clothing. I draw such basic clothing, it kind of hurts me. This Inktober, I'm really trying to go above and beyond, if I even have time for that, because honestly this year I'm feeling the heat, even though it's not like even that deep into October yet. I can see all the assignments that are piling up from taking 6 classes in college. It's just, oh gosh, time management. Honestly, we always have to work on time management. If there was any tips that I would give to newcomers, I would say the most important thing is to plan and prepare ahead of time. I can't stress how important this is. It doesn't mean that you have to ink multiple things ahead of time. It just means, hey, I know the general direction, the idea, the composition, like what I want to put on my drawings, man. Another tip would be to use supplies that you're comfortable with, because that also saves a lot of brain energy and brain space. If you're struggling with your supplies, then you're not going to be having a lot of fun with Inktober. So using supplies that you know will definitely make your experience more fun. Now, I might seem like a hypocrite for saying that, but I actually have used ink and nib pens together. It's just that the ink this year is like thicker, so I'm working with that. But otherwise, everything else I've used already and I know how it works. Most of the other tips that I can think of kind of overlap with my How I Draw Daily video. I'll link that. So that's all I had to ramble about. Oh, thank you for listening, and please come back tomorrow. My God, okay? Goodbye. Bleep.